Shell's especially bad at listening to me when I'm like trying to teach her new things.
Aww.
I've been trying to teach her how to do video editing, and I'll be like, all right, so here's how you export a video. Now remember this because I don't want to tell you again. And then the next time she's like, how do I export a video again? It's like,
no, it's not the how. It's always is it this? And then you go yes. So I'm just asking for confirmation.
You try it first. I'm recording. What Shell does, what she's not saying is, she's sitting there looking at me with puppy dog eyes while I'm in the middle of a stream for like half an hour.
I had been working on that painting for 20 hours.
And she's like...
Just write it down.
At the very end of it, I'm done, and she's like, how do I export a video again? And I'm like, ah!
Like, the fix for when you can't ever remember how to do something is you write down your own step-by-step instructions so that you can always refer to them.
True.
And then the problem goes away. Yay!
So we have all these quests.
I just like the idea that I accidentally created like a Dark Legacy comics scenario, where like he would totally write a comic about that idea of like going into an area where you're not allowed to fly anymore and just jumping off a cliff with your flying mount, and just like the reaction of your poor sentient creature you're riding as he realizes he can't fly and plummets to his doom.
Does he still make those comics?
Yes.
Or are they... Good for him.
That series has been on. That's like a 10-year comic that's still weekly about World of Warcraft, and I read it for the entire time I was not playing WoW. I continued to read WoW comics from Dark Legacy for like 6 years when I was not playing WoW anymore. Although I'm broken that way because I also listened
what's to the right?
Like
that has all these
I listened to the entire run of the Instance podcast for Old Republic, even though I didn't play Old Republic for 80% of the time that I was listening to them.
But this is the Sylvanas thing, except we didn't take the woman's griffin.
Yep.
That was a depressing podcast, by the way, because they were just like, "Yeah, this is supposed to be an Old Republic podcast, but we give up."
We'll just start other things.
We give up on Old Republic. Greymane.
I mean, there's always more quests, Shell. I don't know why you're questioning this.
Okay, so again, Greymane.
It is true that we may have led on Sylvanas, though I want nothing more than to get my hands on the Banshee Queen. The situation here at Greymane Greywatch. I name everything after myself.
They call me the situation.
Shut up. Yesterday, a regiment of guards returned with word of Forsaken forces in the woods. Several of them bore signs of a blight, similar to the one we endured in Gilneas. It would appear these Forsaken seek to unleash this blight upon Greywatch. Seek out their caves, or caches, and destroy them before the blight overtakes us. We still have little knowledge of the Horde's activities in the region, but I'm sure helping you... Oh, wait, no, I'm hoping you can help change that. Lately, the font is tiny and I'm sitting way away from my monitor, it's kind of hard to read. Lately, the woods have been crawling with Sylvanas' agents. The few we have taken out carried orders from her Dark Rangers, who are no doubt in command of her forces here. While you're on the hunt, keep an eye out for any scouting orders. They may help us out, pinpoint Sylvanas' objective in the area. Yeah, the text gets all swimmy because it's got like that stylized font.
So are we doing all of these before we do the other stuff, or how are things going?
They're going. Well, we got to get up on top of this hill.
Yeah, I had to get up on top of the hill. Well, there is this way over here with undead.
So there is.
But is there? Have you considered that?
I mean, we're in the turf, and these look like caches. They've killed bunnies! How dare they? They killed bunnies with their poison.
That's fine.
Oh no.
They probably deserved it. Bunnies suck.
Not the bunnies.
But the bunnies are so cute.
What are we gonna do without the bunnies?
Well, I mean, I suppose they can repopulate.
Yeah, like tomorrow.
Oh man, this is bad. They're
Listen,
more
if you're a rabbit,
powerful.
life's cheap.
Shell, you have an invincibility shield.
I just pushed the shield.
Buffs that you haven't cast on anybody.
Wait, what do you mean? Well, they just wore off because we've been playing for more than a allotted period of time. Also, you guys have to be within 30 feet.
Okay, this map points out the strategic locations of Forsaken forces around Grey Watch. A marker indicates the apothecary camp where the Dread Riders are being supplied from. If you were to take out the apothecary in charge of creating this plague, it would stem the invasion, prevent the Dread Riders from spreading the plague any further.
Okay.
Yep.
Hype.
Wait, what's going on?
He read an entire quest
Exactly.
description. Couldn't you understand him?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't
we
realize he was
have
reading
a
one.
star down here, Keith. I'm assuming it's Cordis.
Oh,
I'm gonna see
you
if I
got
can piss
the
him off with
Forsaken
my
scouting orders.
Okay, get back here. Get back here.
And a treasure map. Those are the strategic locations.
Ha! Got him. And his friends.
Did you attack him when he was flying?
Yeah. Just checked my weapon at him. Works out.
Whoa!
I'm flying! Yeah! There's no reason to behave that
Oh,
way.
you guys are fighting that bat? Oh, it's a mounted.
Yes.
Right,
Fuck
okay.
bats. We don't like them. They're vaguely horde looking.
Yeah. I had muted him. I remembered to use my silence skill that I have this entire time and never use.
Oh, I thought you just had like an NPC mute, so you would hear like NPC chat.
I have a
Oh
skill
no, like I have the
interrupt.
ability to stop spells from happening. In the,
Yeah,
I
me
can,
too.
I can stop people and I
Here,
never
I
remember
can
to
do
interrupt.
that. I interrupted him. Yay!
You know, I have that ability too. I just
Yeah.
never use it.
I'm just so busy with other things I forget to check for their casting bar. Because normally if you were playing this game enough, you would of course get one of those mods that makes
you
it way
when.
more obvious, like makes it way easier to tell when they're casting. Because
Yeah.
by default it's a tiny casting bar in the top corner of the screen.
Well, now it's directly above his head, so.
But
I
I'm not
really
looking at him
appreciate
either, because I'm looking at my global cooldowns and my casting bars
Oh.
and stuff.
I'm actually just pressing every button but 2 and then occasionally 2.
Melee skills.
There's no interesting rotation for Death Knights. Or, not Death Knights, Demon Hunters. At least none that I've, like, seen so far. Because a lot of them are on, like, long-ish cooldowns.
So just you're like a macro class.
Yeah,
This
pretty
is
much.
like a mega cast.
The one button, like the one button hunters of yore.
Yeah, pretty much.
God, that was so depressing when you could realize that like certain classes could just be made into a single macro and that and you
that
didn't
was-
actually lose out.
That was super frustrating because Death Knights had, like, a very specific order and, like, sub-orders that you had to do, otherwise shit just wouldn't work.
Yeah, also called gameplay.
Yeah. Well, like, have you ever played a Death Knight, like, at all?
Nope.
Or,
They didn't exist
okay.
when I played.
Yeah,
You
so,
should be able to easily, because they start at level 55.
yeah, they just have, like, a really awkward... They had a really awkward system that they have now gotten rid of in favor of easy play
Yep.
homogeneity.
Now I'll never know what a Death Knight felt like.
Yeah, but, like, you had 3 different rune types, and each rune had its, like, own... 3 different
Own
rune
color.
types, 2 of each kind, so it had 6 runes. And each had their own, like, internal cooldown. And every
you've borrowed
attack
all
would
of them.
use 1 to 3 different runes, or all of them, but they're also, like, death runes and shit. And so, like, if you cast an ability at like, the wrong ability, all of your abilities would get stuck on a long, like, a 2 to 5 second cooldown because you mismanaged your runes, which was kind of awful, but if you were good at it, you did stupid amounts of damage.
That's one of the weird things about playing games nowadays with all the patches and online services and stuff like that is that like entire forms of
Oops.
gameplay can just disappear forever.
Oh yeah.
And that's it. It's gone forever.
Yeah.
The game never plays that way ever again. You weren't there? Too bad.
For the Dark Lady!
Oh right, I should probably actually... No,
Speak.
he doesn't say anything. Anyway, excellent, the puzzle is coming together, whatever. To think the Forsaken were brash enough, blight of their own backyard.
Forgiveness.
Nailed it.
Okay.
We have her now. According to these reports, Sylvanas' forces are after something in the Skold Ashil, a Vrykul town not far from here. We must make our way there and track her down. I previously dispatched Commander Lorna Crowley and a detachment of Gilneas Brigade to scout the position, meet up with her, and find out what Sylvanas is after. Meanwhile, I must muster the fleet to assault their outpost. We will have justice, if I have to reduce their camp to rubble.
Probably even if I must reduce their camp
I get
trouble,
bummed out how
probably.
every item I ever get is just another purple robe piece.
Can we sell stuff?
Like every
No.
single piece of equipment I get ever is always the same purple cloth design, like in its thumbnail.
Yeah!
And that's been every item for the entire DLC. That's just all I ever get to wear is more purple cloth items. I'm like, why? Why is it always those?
Actually, yeah, I've got like 4 different boots that all have the same visual and pants.
Yep. You just get a bunch of dupes all over your body. All over your body. I have 2 entire bags full of artifact power items.
You haven't been using them?
No. Because I was planning on changing to holy.
Oh, fair enough.
So when I finally
Yeah,
switched to that, I'm like, spam, spam, spam!
Since I've just pretty much solidified myself as tank, it's just like, eh.
Yeah.
I
Just
guess
it
they
really
could-
seals the deal on how much they consolidate in your inventory.
Yeah. I guess this could backfire a little bit, if we decide to do any raiding, because I'm definitely not raid worthy. I guess if we actually do want to do raiding, maybe I'll just do a couple of dungeons to make sure I'm not, like, complete shit first.
Yeah. God, I have like thousands of items for... I think I have like a couple thousand or so artifact power just waiting in my inventory right now.
Wow.
Which is more than
shared
any
love.
of my artifacts have, I think.
Another thing you can do is I think you could potentially save those for other characters if their weapon slots, if their weapons require the same stuff too.
They're soulbound.
Wait, let me
Artifact power items are all soulbound.
look. No. So the power ones. I'm talking about the artifact. Oh wait, those ones are soulbound too.
Yeah.
The relics.
Yeah.
Why?
They're the core part of your entire character's progression.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if you could buy
Oh,
them
no.
at the market.
But the blood one, like I received a blood
get
one
up here?
at random, and it's bind when equipped. So if I can give it to a character that uses blood artifacts, then they could use it.
Well, yeah, but that's true of all BOEs. They're rare, and actually generally not that good.
Yay!
Where are we going now? Why are you guys all the way over there?
I'm chasing Umlaut bot.
We're going to Scold a Shield. Crowley's over here, I guess. Look,
How
Shell,
many
you
characters
asked why
named
are we
Crowley
over
in this
here, and the
universe,
answer is-
or is always the same one?
I think it's the same lady. Is she down below?
Mr. Crowley.
Well,
I think
guess
she's
I'll
over
find
here
out.
in this camp.
Yeah, she's down here.
Is she the one that gave us the
And
hookshot
son of
stuff
a-
in the first place?
Huh.
So the cavalry has
Oh, there she
arrived.
is.
Good. We must make haste if we wish to uncover Sylvanas' plot before it comes to
Ow.
bear. It's obvious at this point that the Horde wants something in Scold a shield. Unfortunately, we still don't know what they're after. We think the secret lies in the shield maidens here, so we need to find out more about them. Some early scouting reveals that they have a method of carving their shields to tell their stories. So into the city and find as many of these shields as you can. With luck, we will find what Sylvanas seeks.
Examine Reichel shields.
Grapple points. They're everywhere.
And are we just supposed to grapple our way through so we don't have to fight people, or what's the point?
Maybe.
Or you could grow wings. And do it anyway. Hi.
Oh, it's probably inside this house. Then why are we even grappling from rooftop to rooftop?
Because they exist. The only reason to do anything.
So Keith,
Wait, why are we fighting the Valkyria? We just allied ourselves with them. Also,
Yeah.
ouch.
To gain their trust.
separately from from this once again. During the podcast, I had been bitching about Rain World and told you not to play it. I take it back. You'd actually probably really like it.
You actually didn't tell me not to play it.
Well,
you said
I
that last time.
You said that you should play it.
I said you should play. I said you should play Hollow Knight first. That Rain World should be like a secondary thing. Rain World is getting better. They patched it. One of the big problems with the game was whenever you died, all progress was lost, including like mapping. So like if you're lost, you're kind of you stay lost forever. And now they changed it so like everything is
Ouch.
everything is like tracked, and like food's a little bit more prevalent. I don't know, it just feels good. That game is like super demoralizing, so when you're like not doing well, it's just like, well, I never want to play this again. And then slightly later you're like, oh, this is actually like really good.
You can manually
Darn it.
disable these defenses.
One of these characters is a priest. Oh, got her. That means I can take the warrior down.
The trick is, you murder the priest.
Yeah. The secret is to just kill all the things that are in your way, and then they're not in your way.
I need to
The
heal.
end.
Beep. There we go. There's a shield. This person loved axes, apparently.
I love axe.
Yeah, that's how crests work. I'm just infatuated with axes. Axes everywhere. Our entire family will now be symbolized by axes. They'll be the axes of evil.
Do you guys know anything about, like, your family crests from, you know, Europe? Way back in the day?
No.
No?
No.
I know Ballard means bald man.
In what language?
I don't
Admittedly,
know.
whenever I hear Ballard, I think duck.
Like mallard duck?
Yeah.
Aww.
Heath duck.
Definitely never heard that one before.
Oh, come on.
A mallard duck.
I had Carl from Jimmy Neutron and Llamas with Hats. You cannot throw name shaming back at me.
There's not really much you can do with the show.
As though you've actually had it bad. Fucking. Honestly, Llamas with Hats was like a breath of fresh air in comparison to that kid from Jimmy Neutron.
Carl, that kills people.
Carl.
See, like, I could actually appreciate and enjoy that.
People actually enjoyed saying your name.
And quote it, whereas the other one is just like, oh yeah, you're that, like, fat, weird nerd from Jimmy Neutron. And I'm like, who gives a shit about Jimmy Neutron?
I just know that there are
Everyone,
very few
apparently.
Michelles in fiction at all. And if there are some, they're evil or they die.
For whatever reason, Jimmy Neutron was, like, super popular in SoCal. And I
Whenever
was
you speak in a
surprised.
low voice, you're like, when you're all like, I mean, not really, or whatever, you just sound like Carl.
From that?
But I thought
You sound like Carl from
sounded like
from Llamas with Hats.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, that.
So, I actually
I had a rumbling in my
like
tummy
Llamas with
today.
Hats.
Only Hats would satisfy.
Yeah, so I've lost a little bit of it, but I actually did like memorize every single video's like lines worth of what he said because
Have you seen the epic conclusion of that 10-part series?
Wait, 10 parts?
Yes.
They must have made more. We need to see the next episodes.
He actually did an entire 10-part series with a finale.
The last one I remember was the hand balloons. Or the face balloons.
The last one I remember was the cruise ship
Raining
that got
faces.
sunk.
Yeah, that's the one I stopped with. I didn't realize they kept going.
And then there was the nuclear explosion.
That's still a channel.
Yeah, because after Llamas with Hats, he went back to the Charlie the Unicorn, and
He's also done Ghost House,
Target something first.
yeah, I don't know that.
which has
There was Charlie the
recurring
Unicorn.
plot points about how ghosts have really nice butts.
Upon my shield.
If Ashildr has a connection to the Shield Maidens here, you may be able to use that to advantage. But leader.
The other reason why the Llamas with Hats was a little bit more palatable on my end is because I had a guy in my frat named Charlie who I absolutely hated, and he hated the guy from the Llamas with Hats guy because he did Charlie the Unicorn, and
Charlie!
Exactly.
Which
So
is way
everybody
worse
would
than
say
Carl.
that. Oh yeah, exactly. So like I was there and I could like appreciate it, and people would be like, "Carl, that kills people," and I'm like, "Yeah," and everybody's like, "Charlie, Charlie, Charlie." And he's just like, "Shut the fuck up," and I'm just like,
Charlie, lick the wall.
"Yeah."
So wait, we have to find the verses?
They're always just commanding him to do something really nonsensical, and he's like, "What? I don't understand this."
Yeah, so this guy had kind of that like personality, and eventually he tried to latch onto it, but too late. So like the year later, when he was an upperclassman, he was like, you know, trying to like use it as his claim to fame, and everybody's like, "That's stupid." You know, now Carl's cool. And I'm just like, yes. Today's the day for the Carls.
This is really dumb name stuff.
I know it is, but like,
I just get linked to the same Family Guy clip over and over again.
you're just a hockey player.
Like, what is the least attractive male name in the English language? Keith. And then the safe opens because it was the password. I'm like, thanks, Family Guy.
Wait. They said that Keith was the worst?
Yeah.
That's
It's a
weird.
password to open a safe or something. Or a vault.
I definitely would have said like Gary.
I've never
Gary
seen the
is
episode,
pretty
so it's
bad.
just like out of context, like 2-second thing.
Like I've got an uncle named Gary, and he is just. Oh right, this is.
Whoa! Why did we die?
Why did you die? You stood in the flame tower.
Well, I was
Maybe.
also
There are
low
dangers
health.
to be had. Oh god. I've made a mistake. Now I will die.
I will survive, and I fight the star.
I'm just imagining you like
Ah.
dancing and I will survive. Hey, 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 walk out the door. La 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 la.
What?
Don't need you
Where'd we
anymore.
get, how'd we get to that? I'm confused.
The I will survive. Yeah.
Oh. I was like, how did we get to that? I sing that song pretty regularly because of Cake.
Cake?
Yep.
Whoa! I should not stand in the.
There's a Cake cover of that song that's really good. And it's in Rock Band now.
No! I died again.
My recommendation: stand outside the murder circle.
There's a lot of danger in that general area. It's not a very safe.
It's a
Well-
very aggressive star that does no damage to me, but murders
doesn't-
Shell every
I
time.
haven't even
doesn't help
visited
that
the
I have to
star.
use the
I just got swarmed by all the enemies that are in every direction.
Well, it's safe now. Get over here and grab your loot.
It's a bad time. Hi.
Dope.
I'm here now.
Yep.
That's a lot of mastery. I don't remember what mastery does for my character anymore, though. That increases my damage.
Where are these writings supposed to be? Are we just killing people and?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're on people's corpses. It's.
Oh. Okay. Where's a large density of dudes?
You mean ladies?
Dude, ladies.
Dude,
Or as
looks
I like
like
to call
a
them,
lady.
Ladies.
Hello, the lady. Hello, the honey.
Hello, my ragtime gal. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hello, my ragtime gal. Old songs
Oh, I
are
got
funny
more
because you have to
verses.
decode what they mean. Because they're just saying words and I don't know what they mean. Just all the
Have you
time.
ever seen the?
I've
Have you ever
Hello,
seen
my
the video?
ragtime gal.
I've only seen Spaceballs with with something that featured that song.
You never
Have you
saw the
ever seen-
frog?
No, what frog?
That's the whole thing
it's-
that they're parodying in Spaceballs is the frog that puts on a top, has a top hat and cane, and he does like the lake dance and sings that song.
Oh,
And there's
it
like
must have been so-
there's like a character that's losing his mind because he's trying to get anyone else to notice when he does that, and he only does it when only he's looking. That's like the
I
whole joke.
remember that, but where was it from? Was it? It wasn't Disney, was
Yeah,
it?
Looney Tunes.
Looney
From what I
Tunes.
remember.
Wow, well, we just straight up can't get up there because we don't have your super jump.
Yeah.
Like these are all these rocks are so steep that you can't walk on
I know.
them.
I was trying to climb it with just regular jumps. Is there a grappling point? Maybe you can talk to her from the bottom of the hill.
From
Over
down
here, there
below.
it is. That one side's not steep.
I have to say, like this double jump thing is like it's like the float jump in in Borderlands pre-sequel.
Valkyr, you say? This is the worst that I've imagined. If Sylvanas was able to create more Valkyr, there'll be no limit to her armies. It seems the vault is her goal. We must stop her.
Okay, becoming the Ascendant.
Of course, our course is now clear. We must enter the vault and prevent Sylvanas from obtaining the power to create more Valkyr. The entrance is barred, which is likely that what kept her out so far. But you may have already uncovered the key to this barrier. You must become the next Ascendant. Complete the rites, as depicted in the shields, and take down the barrier to the vault. I will send word to Greymane of our findings. He will wish to confront Sylvanas himself.
Seek the blessings at the shrines.
More clicking on things to be blessed and proven and do complete rites to do the trial for the proving for the blessings. This is the all quest that does all the quests. Jesus Christ.
Do you hear... this is the other
My
lawsuit
brain's
I was
melting
actually
when
going to talk
I
about.
play these games.
Oh, yeah.
I'm missing one verse. You guys missing one verse?
What's that?
Yeah, Shell's missing 5 verses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shell's not been very good at looting.
Because I've been dead.
Yeah.
Actually, hey, did I get more there? Or I will get more.
But yeah, so World of Warcraft shut down a mod recently that, like, updated old quests dialogue, so it was more interesting.
That's not very nice.
Yeah, well, I think part of it was, like, they were asking for donations a little bit more aggressively. And it's just, like, everybody was so angry at WoW for, like, potentially trying to, potentially trying to shut down, like, interesting and cool mods. And it's just like, no, they were, like, charging people for this, dumbasses.
Yeah.
And just that, like, constant, like, internet, like, oh, Blizzard's the big bad guy again. And it's just like, not today.
I don't think I can do the statue thing without the verses, right?
So
Yeah.
for the verses, it says, the verses of the poem unfold the tale of Ashildr founding the Shield Maidens and bringing them to Skuld Ashil. If these Shield Maidens revere the Valkyra Queen, as this would suggest, your dealings with her in Helheim may prove advantageous.
No, I remember that.
Ow. I really appreciate that they've, like, gone out of their way to, like, make this game just in general be much more, like, cinematic with cutscenes and stuff like that. I just would love for them to make a new game with combat that is engaging.
I just want someone to create a complete, like, final total for how many times in the entire franchise. Like, if you do every quest in the game, how many
That didn't
times
give
has your
me any
character
loot.
completed
Yeah,
rites
these guys
or
don't.
gotten blessings?
This area is meaningless for loot.
or completed
You want to go elsewhere
trials.
if you want to get your verses. Honestly, we might want to call it here, seeing as you're pretty behind on the verses.
Maybe?
It's probably a good idea, and you can finish that off and we can pick this back up again.
I suppose, but where would we... Oh, there's
I'm very hungry and I want some ribs.
Oh,
The real
well,
motive revealed.
Dude, of the hunger. Like,
Yeah.
you're 2
This
hours
video
behind.
game is not food.
Playing Breath of the Wild is the worst.
Just cook
Like, I'll be
dubious
playing
food
that,
all
it's
day
just
and
like-
I never
'cause
get
there's
hungry.
food everywhere.
Yeah.
That game is so fun. I finally got my
It
Pro
is-
Controller.
Oh, I want to get one, but it's like... It's pricey.
But it's fun. The Pro
Yeah.
Controller is a ridiculously comfortable controller. It's really well
I'm
made.
actually-
As opposed
I'm
to
actually...
the...
I'm finding
Yeah, I
that,
got
like, dumb little
first.
controller to actually be fairly agreeable, all things considered.
Like, even you
The
have
only
to
problem-
agree that it feels like a crappy toy, right? Like,
Oh,
the
yeah,
button,
it's-
it's like a low-quality, janky little, like, off-world... Like, the joysticks are garbage by any standard.
Yeah, and they're small, and...
They feel like they're only half-made. Like, everything about it... Like, and the bumpers
Oh.
are, like, smaller... They're like a fourth the width of your finger.
Yeah, I press both the bumpers and the shoulders at the same
Yeah,
time.
because the bumper
and it
plus
often...
the trigger combined is about the size of your entire finger.
Okay, you've sold me. I'll go get a Pro Controller.
Whereas this one's like this one has like nice big buttons. Like I can take all 4 of the Switch's buttons on the 4 face buttons and combine them to be the size of the face buttons on the Pro Controller because they're normal sized. It's insane how like micro and minuscule every single piece of the Switch Joy-Cons are.
Yeah. I just appreciate it that, like, you can have the Switch and, like, lay in bed and whatever. Like, I can't wait for a Monster Hunter game to come out on that platform.
So that you can never stand up again.
Well, no. But, like, I know that if we do, like, a Monster Hunter series, some amount of grinding is going to be necessary, and I'm probably going to be the one that's, like, propping up Bird with spare monster hide so he actually has equipment.
If only you could prop me up in Warframe.
I could, to some degree.
I still get requests to play that game again.
I'd be down for it. Warframe is fun, and
I wouldn't mind playing that again either, but I mean, with Destiny coming out...
Well, we've got 5 months before Destiny.
Like
5 months?
At the time, my series basically got canceled because you were like, you're too far behind.
Yeah.
and then you moved on to play with other people.
I was in this really awkward position where, like, where Purple and Effie were, like, way ahead and you were way behind, and I was stuck in the middle. And you could only play, like, occasionally, whereas they were, like, around all the time, so it was just like...
And those two basically don't have channels to worry about, so they infinitely play all the time.
Yeah. That was also, like, during the months... every year around now, I get, like, really down about everything. Be it, like
seasonal depression?
Yeah, kind of seasonal depression, but it also coincides with, like, ad rates dropping and growth being down because not a whole lot of people are around.
Verses? Who do I have to kill?
You have to kill, they're in robes. They're like the gray Valkyria, Valkyr ladies.
The priestesses?
You're looking for priestesses of air, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
this is super-
I've been killing...
This is a super dangerous, terrible idea, but I just don't open my analytics for months at a time.
For the most part, I don't either. I only look at it occasionally to know, like, yeah, my videos are doing okay.
And I'm lucky to just be somebody who's never had depression issues or anything like that.
I don't have them, but they get compounded by stuff. So when shit starts going really bad, I get, like, real low. So, like,
I'll lift you up.
Thanks.